Welcome to D&D VR. Bunch of casual players having a casual game. Come for a serious game, like I said. Not here. Um, episode 14. Okay. Uh, last time the group entered the Purple Mist Forest, had lost some memories and revoked to finding some mushroom people in order to help them regain them. And along with that, with one of them losing their arms, finding a few creatures made from the build a build a creature or build a monster it was called, right, West? Build a beast workshop. Uh, what? Well, yeah. Along with that, you do have a pelt that is comprised of a lot of different skins. One of them, you have a pelt consisting of a alligator head, dragonborn right arm, human left arm, the back right leg of a bear, back left leg of an owl bear, and the body of a troll.
Is that what I made my tent out of?
Yes. And it is putrid.
Perfect. Now no one will know I farted.
Yeah. Okay. Through the help of some giant fungi, they got out of the forest, saved my vocal cords this session, and are on their way to continuitary. Lude. 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 Okay. Okay, and lucky enough for you, Split, they couldn't hear you, nor could they hear you, Joe. But
Oh well.
yeah, okay. Don't worry, Split only just made a sex joke. Oh yeah, and Split, you should probably say hi again.
Hi, Neko.
I heard. I heard. They heard it.
Oh, you heard the sex joke? Great. I'm so glad. I'm so proud of us.
Don't you
I
dare.
am so proud of us, guys.
Oh, I can actually
No.
call him up on
No.
Skype.
No.
Don't burn the plushie. Okay. Yeah.
I can literally
No,
call him
don't
up
burn
on
the
Skype.
plushie. Let the
if they
plushie
want.
burn
You are,
itself.
you guys are on your way towards the town.
Deal
You
with
are
them.
on foot. You don't know what's happened to your cart. That's pretty much long gone by now, your cart actually. And it's a bit of a trail and a hike that you guys are going to be walking, and you can guess as a group it could probably take you from 2 days walking straight through the night, or 3 days worth of travel. With that, for the first day worth of travel, would someone like to what speed would you guys like to move at? Fast, medium, or slow?
I'm gonna say a brisk pace. That would be medium.
Medium.
Medium
I'd say
fast.
probably medium.
Combination of medium fast for me.
So medium.
I wouldn't want to tie about the party members.
No, medium fast. You know, like jogging.
Medium, fast, or slow, Scout?
Any really, because I could go at any speed.
Echoing boy.
Echo boy.
Yep. I would recommend Scout do what his name implies, and he goes fast, and then he slows down, waits for us to catch up.
Then I will have everyone roll a reputation check for me.
Oh, what?
What?
Perception.
Perception?
Prescriptions.
Okay, I got a nat 1 on my first roll.
Yeah, everyone.
Uh,
knows
so
it's
you
that
see
one.
Scooch first? I
everything.
got an 8. Plus.
Perception. 8 plus 6.
give me a second while I
What is
purchase.
perception?
I didn't pay attention to which roll.
It was
So
the first
7.
roll. It's already purged.
No, I have to purge it.
It's purged.
15.
I don't know which I rolled. I wasn't paying attention.
14.
Perception.
14. Got a 14. So 14, natural 1. Scout, what'd you roll for perception?
I saw for a split second, but it disappeared very fast.
Roll again.
So...
Joe?
I think I'm gonna have
And
to
it-
roll again because I
it did
rolled
again.
and then turned around and there was like 5 dice there and I have no idea which one was mine.
Fine.
I think I got a 17, but I'm not gonna go with it because I don't know. 3, so I got a 2.
Nice. That's a 5.
Hi, Jack.
You
Nine.
see everything.
11.
11? Okay. So, West, you see everything with that natural 1.
Yes.
You guys are walking. There is
Do I
a
see it?
calm, soft breeze in the
see.
air.
Wait, don't I get a... If it's dark, don't I get a
You
a
have
bonus
dark
because
vision,
of
don't worry about
my dark vision?
it. Um,
It would make more sense to give everyone else a negative.
it's to you, son. You're kind of looking up in the sky, and you get a sense that it might rain pretty soon. You're not sure if it's going to be a normal rainstorm or a thunderstorm. All you know that is that coming from a nearby mountain range, it's just looking brutal.
Wait, it's nighttime currently, correct?
It is becoming nighttime, yes.
Okay.
You see, over towards the inside of the border of Milfinia is this large mountain range that looks like it has some holes cut out through it, and it looks like Swiss cheese. It just looks like something has been like termites in a log. And there's
That
just
is
a
a
large
bees.
The bees.
storm around it. There's just a storm surrounding it.
That looks concerning. Yeah.
So you continue on. Do you guys want to stop and rest for the night, or are you going to keep moving forward?
Can I set up my flesh bag tent?
I'm gonna open my purse, but that doesn't happen.
Your purse works?
Okay.
You click open the purse, and you just get sucked right in.
Oh, wait a second. Can anyone just go in the purse? I pick it up and it's speed all the way to the end.
1 second, I'm lagging. What did you say?
Can anyone
That's a
just go?
good idea.
Can anyone go into the purse? I just grab it, pick it up, speed all the way to the end.
Whenever you touch the purse, you get sucked in.
How about Scout?
Fishing
With the
rod.
purse.
What if he hooks the bag with a fishing rod?
Oh, you can put it on the tip of your spear.
Yeah, you can try that.
With the hook.
It's
You
not
know,
like you
hook
guys
it
have
with
tried
your-
that tactic before.
Can I just put the bag inside of a bag?
No, that's not a good idea.
That's not a good
Um,
idea.
I'm gonna say slowly, one by one, you guys will enter the bag and get to spend the night. You guys will have a full rest, and you'll have food
Yeah.
for the day.
I'm just gonna be outside guarding it.
Can I steal more salt?
That's a terrible idea, especially
You
for
can
what happened
indeed
last
steal
time.
more salt.
Yes, stealing more salt from the ghost grandma.
She's just knitting.
I still want to see if I can try to grab it and then bring it to the end.
Whenever you touch
But I feel
it,
like, yeah.
it sucks you in.
Can't you just pick it up with like a jacket?
Whenever they touch it with something, even with a polar arm, it sucks them in.
What the
Well,
fuck?
But it's touching the floor, so when the whole universe gets sucked into it.
There are limits.
I scoop up the ground under the bag.
That would make sense. With
That
the rules
actually
that are
would.
explained. Just get a shovel and just dig up the dirt underneath it.
It
Or
might
use
work.
your spear to dig up the dirt underneath it.
Might work, but as soon as you touch it, it's gonna suck you in. And if you pick it up with a dirt thing or something, you're gonna have to be real careful running.
All right.
'Cause
Well,
that bag
just
is gonna.
to get this conversation moved on, Scout, you just tell him what you're going to do, and then you tell him what happens.
Yeah.
With
What
no
you
more
gonna do?
brainstorming, because we
What do you
can
wanna
sit here
do?
and brainstorm all day.
I don't really have much.
All right, so you went to the bag.
I'm just gonna
Okay,
be
yep.
standing outside.
I don't have many things that it can hold a bag without moving it, I guess.
Okay. You're gonna stay outside the bag split. Morning comes and people. Well, actually, hold on. Yep. Split.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, roll perception quickly for me for the night.
Perception plus 7. 10.
You hear the giggling of a young child.
Great.
Just
Investigate.
echoing through the air.
I want to investigate where it is.
Roll investigation.
Oh,
You start to look around, Split, and you find yourself in this black void. The only thing that's still there is the ground that you're standing on. And
With
around
both
you
your arms
just
missing.
around you the world
Well,
just
my
starts
arm
to
came back because of the creature.
around
remember?
you, around the platform, the ground starts to just glow. As you look down and see surrounding you is a faint, very far down, but faint magma. And it's slowly rising towards you. As you watch as this long creature just starts twirling around this spiller, as it has these 4 front arms and it's just climbing up and around towards you. As once it makes its way to the top, you see this
Daylight?
you see this figure.
Am I allowed to use daylight?
No. It
Damn
has
it.
this it has this your roll perception. Well, roll insight.
And...
Yikes.
You can't
3,
really
1,
make
3.
out. You can't really make
Plus
out.
3.
Roll investigation for me as well. Might as well try this one. Cursed.
That investigation is 3 and insight is 3.
Um. Yeah, you don't really get much facial features of that thing, but you do notice that it has a weird type of beard. It's a human face, and you watch as it splits open into 4, and it just widens up as it just peels back, and you see the muscle just melt away as the skull of this thing just down on you, and you wake up.
What the fuck?
What?
Morning comes, and each one of you just out of the bag.
If
And
only I
you
could
guys just see me rocking in the by a tree.
And Split, the soft sound of a giggling girl just is
Ringing in my
your
head.
ears.
You just see me like swaying, like shaking back and forth.
And once the giggling finally subsides, you just hear a run. That's it. You guys come out and you see Split.
Just scared.
Yeah, just a little bit shocked, stirred. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you head out?
I'll collect my purse.
Yep.
Okay.
Make sure I say that so that you can't say I forgot it.
Can I look at the
you already
weather?
put that up.
See how it is.
The storm around the mountain is growing.
that's very concerning. I don't want to be sent to another world again.
I would like you guys, everyone, to roll perception for the next day's worth of. Well, first of all, do you guys want to? First of all, do you
I
guys want to move
accidentally
at
rolled-
slow, medium, or fast paced?
Accidentally click it twice.
Slow for me because I got scared.
Slow, medium, fast, guys.
Oh, I had an idea. Scout takes the little doll, runs over to where we need to go, then summons Armor, puts the doll on Armor, then runs back and takes us going, increasing in size and so.
Yeah.
Giblet has made his way onto the island, where there is the small red mushroom on the black box, of which he has stabbed and tried to feed poisonous shroom to his dog, of which the dog did not
And he
eat
turns to
because
a
the
boat.
fact that it's poisonous. He is a boat. And joining Joe over on the island, Split just wanders over.
I'm sitting on top of Scout.
You two are on the island surrounded by bones. There is a mushroom that is now missing a small chunk out of it and is on a black box that is larger than a Rubik's Cube. A little bit larger. And you hear this soft, pulsating hum come from it.
I'm gonna poke the box with my stick.
The
You
box
poke it
eats
with the
you.
stick, nothing happens.
I'm gonna
Open the
poke
box.
it again.
What in the box?
I'm
You
just
wanna
gonna
pick
continue
up
to
the
poke
box,
it.
Split?
I'm gonna keep poking the
I'm
box until
opening the
somebody else
box.
does something, or the box does something. Just
Okay. So
endless-
you're picking up the box,
ceaseless
Split?
poking.
Yes.
You open you pick up the box, Split. You see it's kind of like a puzzle box, and you can't really move any pieces because of the mushroom on top of it. As you hear this ear as you hear like ringing in your ear. You know tinnitus.
And then I drop the box while covering my ears.
Your vision goes a bit blurry and hazy as just this high-pitched whine is in your ear. As you come to, you're still dizzy and you're just focusing on this mushroom, and you just hear a, "Do you know what beseems you? A key
What
of
the
a gate."
fuck?
You hear in your head, "A key for a gate that has never to be opened. A key that now, if you accept this fate upon yourself, that this key will now become you. That the key will only be accepted, that the key of the door that is forever now locked will only be opened when you unlock it. Do you know
fuck?
what responsibilities you beseech?"
I asked one question to it. What the fuck is this? Key mean?
Only time will tell what the key means. For you are
Okay,
now the
then.
key, and the key is whoever wields the box.
Okay then. Picks up the box again.
The mushroom is still atop of it.
I'm putting it in my pocket.
Okay. There is a mushroom on it, so you're gonna put the. It's a large mushroom. It's gonna pop out of your pocket.
Yeah. I know.
I put it in my inventory.
I just put it in my
It,
pocket.
it looks like a puzzle box. I'll tell you that much, Split. It looks like a puzzle box. It looks like the sides can shift and turn.
Like a Rubik's Cube, but it ain't.
Like a Rubik's. Not well. It's a puzzle box.
I can figure it out.
No. I can figure it out. Just
And
build
you
the
just
stickers
hear
up
as you
and
put it
write
into your pocket. You
Yeah,
just hear.
You guessed it, Scout.
You hear. But so you now know. No matter where you go, alive or dead, I will be there, watching,
I know.
waiting.
A new hand has touched the beacon.
Okay. I'm like, okay, so
My
I'd be like, okay,
controllers
so
are acting up.
Today-
Oh, there they are.
Till the days that the stars shift in your favor, I will wait and
That was a good one.
and observe.
by the way, who is this, may I ask?
God
You don't get a
damn
response.
Skyrim.
You don't get a response as you look back toward. All the sound has been coming out of this mushroom towards you, and you look back to where the mushroom is, and it's gone.
What the fuck?
You got yourself the
Tesseract.
puzzle box key.
Hell yeah! I have always wanted to solve one of these.
And I got a poisonous mushroom.
You have the piece of poisonous mushroom you had is gone as well.
Oh, it disappeared?
It disappeared.
The mushroom was the man, I'm guessing.
What is the box's name called?
It is the black box key.
I call it Boxy.
I call him George.
There we go. I named it the Black
Wow.
Bot Key. Just
Oh, no
as
death.
a meme.
What's with all the bones then? Guess we won't find out. Tune in next time while the
Of
adventures
Dragon
continue on
Ball
their quest.
Z. Okay. And for the next day, one more round roll.
What does the bones mean?
Means they're bones.
The bones mean somebody had calcium.
Does that mean does that mean Splitting Joe went through the bone zone?
Yes. Perception, everyone.
Okay.
I
medium, or
see
fast?
everything.
Slow, medium, or
Oh,
fast
10.
pace, guys.
I got another 11.
12 plus
7.
7 would be 12,
Six.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oop, that was an accident. I meant to switch back. You know how that is. When
Okay.
in desktop mode.
Uh,
19.
who rolled the 12?
That was me.
What did everyone roll?
I
rolled
got
a
a
10.
9 plus 2, so I got 11.
12, 11. Sun,
Oops.
10.
10. West,
6.
6. Okay. Nothing really happens, and Split, could you add a curse to your feature and traits?
What curse?
It's called the Red Cap Curse.
The red what?
Red Cap Curse.
Cap?
Red Cap Curse.
How'd you spell curse again?
Curse.
C-U-R-S-E.
What he said. The description of the curse is you can sense when it's around, but it always knows where you are.
Fantastic. Good luck sleeping at night now.
You
What
also
did
gain
you say?
the description of the curse is you can sense when it is around, but it always knows where you are.
Hmm.
You also get 5 feet of true sight,
5 feet of true sight.
just for the day though.
Just for today.
You get 5 feet of true sight because you've just had an experience with it. So for the rest of the day, you'll have 5 feet of true sight.
There we go.
Anywho, continuing on. Nothing really happens in the last day. As you guys are walking, you see this town.
Yay!
As
Oh.
above it, you see the text Continuitary, the name of the town.
Continuitary?
Continuitary. As you are walking in, you see this hill.
I misread rum.
You see this hill, and on top of the hill is a house. You see a dark figure sitting in a rocking chair, their eyes glowing a dull white. You see these children figures, one holding a ball that is blue, red, and yellow. There are 2 of these children, and it looks like they just stopped a game and are now watching you as you pass. They too can't make out anything, but they are pitch black with this dull white in their eyes.
Hmm.
You look into the window of the house and see a female figure, dull white eyes watching you. And next to the man rocking in a chair is that of a dog, laying down, but it sits up to just watch you.
Wow, we're in limbo, guys.
As
gonna
you
look for some
walk,
chickens.
as you walk past, their gaze follows.
This is literally just like limbo.
I want to find some limbo chickens. I'm gonna look for limbo chickens.
I want to continue walking.
You keep heading forward, and the closer you walk to this place, the more of this groan you start to hear.
Zombies!
I
As you
start.
watch,
I hold on to my weapons while I continue forward.
slowly
Zom-
appearing over
Can
these
I detect
hills.
where they're coming from?
Yeah, roll insight. Or investigation or perception.
Oh wow, 2 9s in. Oh, that's 6. I thought it was a 9. Investigation or what?
Or perception.
Well, I guess they will both be the same.
So roll perception.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both +2, so 7 8.
You turn around to look for any more of these creatures, but as soon as you turn around, there's this black, pitch black figure in your face, just eyes white and glowing as it looks at you, and it grabs your face and just
Armor!
you watch as its mouth just as Armor just through it, and you just see disperses.
Whew.
As you watch as over and around these hills, more of these black milky figures just start peering up, and there's just as they all are just starting to move towards you slowly.
Dispel magic.
It's the leftovers.
Can I dispel magic?
There is nothing magical going on.
Damn
As
it.
These are all zombies. I
as
knew
you
something
got
was up with that power bones.
as they are going towards you, you guys are just standing there, and you just hear a voice say, "Are you
Run.
idiots, or are you going to move?"
I just listen to
I'm
the
gonna
voice.
move.
You turn back, Split, and are you guys? So you guys are just gonna go? You hear this
Well-
voice out of nowhere.
I just run. I'm running
At this
towards.
point,
I'm-
a random voice sounds trustworthy. So
I'm gonna do something that Giblet would do with his delusion of being a paladin.
Real quick question. My horse that we left at the beginning of this whole thing, can I summon it or no?
No.
Oh,
Because if I
Giblet.
could, I would find a cart, hook it up to the horse, and we can ride the cart with my horse.
What are you gonna do, Giblet?
He is going to charge the zombies.
You guys, as you guys start turning to run around, you see Giblet start charging towards these shadowy figures. As you
with
just
sword
hear,
drawn.
as you hear the same familiar voice just say, "Your party is equally stupid."
And I'm whispering
Well-
to the whispering and
Well,
and
that's
saying, I know.
Okay.
equally
I-
sounds like an overstatement.
What I'm gonna do is if everyone's running away, I'm going to have Armor in the front, like
Mhm.
basically being the shield and hacking, slashing as
They're
all
not.
running.
They're not behind you. They're not on the way to the village. They're surrounding behind you towards the village.
Seeing my
Oh.
fellow
They're
paladin-
surrounding on you.
So we just need to run.
I'm running towards the house.
I thought
Uh,
we were like being hoarded.
at the house are
surrounded.
more of those shadowy figures.
Flame sword, flame
So wait,
dagger.
they're not in the town.
Nope,
right?
they are not in the town. They're coming from the forest and hillside, that house, and they are
Fine.
the only safe path is actually towards the town.
Okay, then everyone rush towards the town.
Why don't we run to the center of the town?
You are gonna run to the town? You're gonna run to the town? Son, you're on his
Actu-
head.
I'm,
Wes, what
I'm
are you
gonna
doing?
I'm gonna do this though.
Because Joe is going and attacking the zombies. And they're not
Yeah.
zombies. They're not zombies, more are they shadow creature.
Yeah,
I would
just
be,
dragon breath on him.
I'd be following my fellow paladin into battle.
I'm gonna run, but before I run, I'm going to jump in the air a little bit and like
Yep.
shoot arrows, like shoot my bomb arrows to like create holes. So they have to like go in the holes and like climb up. Before Joe gets to them.
You jump up and these holes, and you watch as the shadow creatures
Walk over him.
just poof on one side and appear on the other.
You gonna just use.
As you
Yeah,
watch the
I
front
see that.
line of them, the closer they walk towards you, you see this soft shadow appearing where they stand.
I'm reading my spell.
You guys
As
don't know-
they start closing in, and you see these creatures are just beyond how far you see. As you watch as they're walking towards you, and they're just
I'm gonna grab the two small people, which
Pointing-
are
where are they
split,
pointing?
and split, and since sun is on my head, I just pick up split and I make it to the town.
you can. Okay, so Scout is going to try to grab and pull you two. Are you going to let him or struggle?
I'm on his fucking head.
Yeah.
Without if he's just grabbing me without even warning me or saying anything, I'd probably struggle.
Okay.
Oh, I'm grabbing
So-
you.
You're gonna have to make a grapple. But West, are you gonna let him grab you, or are you gonna
My body just limp.
West? You gonna let him grab you, or are you gonna?
I'm going for the contesting strength.
Okay, so make contesting strength, all of you, against Scout.
I
I'm
make-
just chilling.
I got it 7. So
That's what I mean.
13.
I'm just vibing.
13 plus.
16
4.
plus.
So Scout
30.
grabs onto both of you, and you both in unison just shrug them off.
well, your funeral. I'm running with the other party.
It gets us to hesitate. I'm gonna hesitate and turn around to go to just yell at Skill. What?
We're leaving. We
Oh,
are
okay.
leaving. Get up, Mason. We are leaving.
60, about 60 feet away is the front line of the shadows as they're just moving closer.
Like
Fast.
a wall of shadows.
It's like a U. It's like a U surrounding you, and they're moving in all at the same time on all sides.
Turning.
Why don't we-
Can I cast Wall of Flame?
Yeah, you and just you guys watch as this 20-foot wall of flame appears up. How do you wanna make this flame wall?
I'm gonna have it follow the shadow line.
Okay.
So I
You're
can
gonna
block
you're gonna
that
be able to
line.
get a small bit of it, not all of it, but you and you watch as the shadows that were there just and disperse as they just start moving in faster. They're now about 40 feet away from you as they're just out towards
Let's
you.
get out of here. Let's get out of here.
You're running.
I
You're
use-
running.
I use my speed to get
Yep.
the lightest characters out of here.
You just bolt Sun and Split over to the town, leaving Joe and West. Are you guys gonna run with them because he did say we're
And
going?
Armor.
Yeah, I am gonna.
Armor is there too.
I'm gonna book it
Okay.
with him.
West, are you booking it?
Arms behind, the root running forward.
What are your movement speeds?
Mine is 30.
Mine is also 30.
Oh.
I come back. I pick up one of them.
Who are you picking up?
His
Who's the
brother.
light?
Actually, that's a good question. I don't know which one of us is lighter.
You're dense. You're hollow.
No, I'm 200 plus my equipment.
Jeez. They're both really heavy, so choose one.
Smaller, but I think I'm actually heavier. Because
Do you believe-
You're made of metal, so I don't know what shadows would do with you. And you're technically my brother.
Yeah.
Dribble it.
And he's
But
also
you're
he's also
You're
a
also the dumb one that could possibly survive anything.
Through sheer dumb luck, yes.
Somewhat like West.
If anything, you're stronger
No.
than West.
You have to make a decision immediately. In the
Yep.
moment, you wouldn't get to sit here
I
and
would
debate.
I would take you.
Okay.
Just because you might be smaller and lighter,
smaller,
but I would take you, and then run back, and then try to save West.
you will not be able to save West as you watch as West just gets surrounded by these creatures, and West, they're just surrounding you, watching you as these wraiths are just surrounding you.
wraiths.
Wraiths. As these are technically wraiths, as one of them walks up towards you and puts arms on your shoulders, as you watch your own haunting just behind you, and just watch as you see it lean down and it whispers something to you, and it backs off, and you guys watch as all the shadows start backing off and then
Disappears.
just disappear.
I made a good call then.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to West after he's been left alone, and I'm going to use a spell on him, just to be sure. I'm going to use protection from good or evil, because, and yeah,
I'm gonna
specify the
deny
ghostly thingies.
I'm gonna deny that as I am possessed, so I'm gonna deny it. And I'm unwilling candidate.
It doesn't say you have to be willing.
It's until the protection for good and evil, right?
Yep.
Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestial, elemental, fae, fiends, and undead. Protection grants several
Okay,
benefits.
the description I got doesn't say need to be willing.
Words.
Or wait, never mind. Forget it. I would need components. I don't have those components.
I can still cast it one more time, and then I want to the components.
This is why I don't use components. I have a spellcasting focus.
Yeah.
I don't. Ghibli doesn't have a spellcasting focus. Yet.
So I'm guessing West is
Same here.
okay, or is he mentally scarred with his robo brain?
That is
As
up to him.
Dribble.
As
What
West,
the heck is going on, guys?
Technically, he's Claptrap, right? So Claptrap would just like be Claptrap.
God, it would just be claptrap.
interesting.
He'll just fold inside and shake around.
Return and become
know
a
what?
balk.
Just to be sure that the tin can is all right, someone get the can opener. We need to check his insides, make sure it's still good. Make sure the food isn't spoiled.
He's okay.
I have a question. Why don't we just tap on him? See if he's okay.
Yep, knock on him. Does he sound hollow? Oh god, he sounds hollow. Something's wrong.
I got the can opener.
that's what you hear, West.
Yep.
From the whisper.
They stole the spam.
No.
I got the can opener.
We're in the town
Let's
now.
open this.
Just could you imagine they whisper in Florida and they're like, he turned
Get over here,
himself in-"
Wes.
It's like he turned himself into a pickle. Funniest shit I've ever
Get
seen.
Get over here.
You know what?
They come in.
Get over here.
It's real.
Where the fuck are you? There you are.
I'm gonna believe that's what they said.
He turned himself into a pickle. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
Yep,
Pretty
I'm
realistic.
gonna assume that's what they said now. I'm not. You can't tell me otherwise.
It's canon to the lore.
It's canon now. No. Wes,
Well,
where did
if
you
you
go?
think it's canon, technically TF2 Scout and Heavy are in this universe.
Where did
mean-
West go?
I'm hiding.
But West, you got the note?
Yeah.
All right.
Hiding.
Okay.
I'm
Is there
Yeah,
anything you want to say to your
I'll
party,
say-
or are you just gonna
Get
head
back
towards
here.
the town?
Towards the down.
I'm gonna ask Split if uh I'm gonna ask Split if he knows anything about any whispering.
I'm just gonna remain
Get over
silent
here.
shocked though.
Get over here. West. Get
Yeah,
over
I'm just
here.
gonna remain silent while shocked.
Okay.
I am gonna look around the town to see who can help us with stuff like this.
I'm gonna look for
Hold on.
chickens.
What is your armor class? Oh.
Wow! Wes, you dead.
I was about to ask what is everyone's armor class.
Now you don't need
13.
it.
My West.
Jeez.
My armor class, what would that be? Is it in like 58? Or is that my
each one of you take 6 points of dagger, 6 points of damage.
armor? Is it?
As into each one of you, some into your shoulder and some into your armor, just and there's
Wouldn't
you-
I be
you-
able to dodge
How
that?
many?
no 6 points as you just hear a voice saying, "I've warned you about this world. You're still not prepared.
What do you mean? I ran for it. Well,
You didn't even see it coming. You're not aware enough. You're not harsh enough. And like that, you'll be here forever."
I'm going
I-
to respond to the
just-
voice, even though
Says
it probably
you,
can't
old
hear me.
man.
I want to go home.
I just say to the voice, "Where the fuck are you?"
The fact you don't know where I am proves how
can I?
unprepared you
key.
are.
Pulls
Can
out the
I-
key, pulls out the
Can
box.
I? Can I try to find them using
Roll
my
perception,
gear?
everyone. Not
Oh,
even
gotta-
I have completed this place. And you think you hold bars to it?
11.
That's
What is it?
an 18.
I rolled. I rolled.
What are you doing rolls for?
Perception.
That's an 18.
Plus 7,
Seven.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You know what I need? I need goggles to like increase my my eyesight or something.
You know what,
You
Hydra?
know, Scout, maybe that's something our characters have in common. They both need glasses.
No, not that I need
what'd you roll,
glasses. I need like
Split?
something to like enhance like my vision, just in general.
Would you roll split?
18.
18?
Oh,
18?
wait, no, wait.
Split,
I
would
rolled
you roll?
18 split. Rolled what? What
Three
I
did I
got
roll?
an 8
is
plus 2.
5 plus
and-
7 would be. If I remember correctly, it's 5 plus 7. So
That's
5,
probably
6, 7,
12.
8, 9,
12.
10, 11, 12. Yeah.
You guys watch as Split turns around, gasps, and then just as you see them slowly get lifted up. As Split, you turn around and see a robed figure, and you go to say something as a metal arm just grasps you by the mouth and lifts you upwards. As he pulls you up and looks you in your eyes, as you, with your true sight, you can see a now no longer invisible person within 5 feet of you. As he looks at you and says, "You are the furthest from prepared," and he drops you.
Wait, do I see the little figure?
And you guys feel
Can I
this
ask something?
what rush of wind past you as before you. Now, as you watch as the air kind of you know when fragments. You watch as the air fragments as slowly leaching out. This person forms before you. Walking away is a robed figure with a snake on the back of his rope, one
This
arm
man
longer than
again.
the other, with a mane of a peacock. And he turns and looks at you, and he simply says, "I advise leaving. You are not prepared."
I'm like,
The root
I,
man.
I'm just gonna say,
I'm-
I'm gonna give him 2 middle fingers
I'm gonna roll up to him.
I'm
for choking me.
He didn't choke you, he just grabbed your jaw.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll up to
I-
him.
Basically choking me.
basically.
You're gonna roll up to him, say, "I advise you to walk away, and intimidation will get me a 19.
That one.
That's a 19.
Uh, that would be great if he was not immune to the condition of frighten. But you say that to him, and he was already leaving as he's leaving the weaklings behind. As he turns and looks at you, and he crouches down, as he looks you in your eye, and simply says, "Towards things in this world, robot, you're cute with your antics. And I will advise all of you, rabbit."
Middle finger still.
I'm gonna look at him
I think he was
and
talking about
look
me.
back to the other guy and give middle fingers too.
I will warn you, rabbit, lizard, bunny, and robot. I will warn every one of you. If you stay here, this place isn't going to be your only problem, as I will not hesitate to be rid of you if it means I'm no longer stuck here. I've been here at this part for so long. And you may have, from the path you took, I took the longer path originally. More things, more quests. But you took the forest, and pretty stupid, if you must ask me, because that place, I've been there, that place is fucked! And I'll be honest to you.
You don't
Do
know how
not-
fucked it is.
I'm
Silence!
I'm gonna hold up a finger like I'm like in front of my hand, my mouth, just like trying to go.
If you
"Hmm, what's
stay
that in there?"
here, and you don't keep your wits above you, death will find you fast.
By the way, do you know what this is?
I
Holds up the cube.
I want to ask him something.
Oh, I want to ask the rest of the party something in front of him.
What are you gonna ask?
I'm gonna ask everybody. Show of hands. Who wants to kill him and take his stuff? I called this
No.
I immediately deny your thing, telling you.
No.
I'm raising one of my hands. by
That
the
is
way.
a bad idea, and I
I'm
will
raising my hand.
tell
by
you
the way.
for thinking bad.
raising
Okay,
my
real quick.
hand.
I slap the back of both your heads.
You see,
And I
didn't
asked-
expect him to go along with it, but yes.
And I ask him,
Ignore
how
those.
do you know so much of all this, and how did you find us so often?
Because you just so happened to restart or enter this world at the time I decided to start again. I got stuck here, so I went back to see if I missed anything. And I was so lucky to meet fresh meat. And I'm going to watch new meat either spoil or get cooked. Rabbit. That's why I'm showing up a lot. And the amount
I
of
walk up to
time
him.
I've
Do
been
you-
here,
Just be like,
all you need to know is I'm the 4th person to be stuck in here.
so. I say
Why
to
do
the
you
guy,
keep coming back then? Are you trying to 100% this game board that we're in?
This may be a game board, but this isn't a game. This is life and death. What I'm trying to do is get out of here.
But
Then
you
kill
went out.
me. I don't
before.
care.
I have never been out of here.
Battle me. I don't
I have
care.
always gotten stuck here.
Then why not let us help you so you can help us?
People
Because
who
you're doing
help-
this.
People who aid one another will eventually backstab one another. It's just how it is here. Resources grow
Well-
sparse, patience runs thin.
Well, you should know how I've been so far, and I've been trying to help everyone I can.
And you're foolish
So-
for thinking that helping people here matter. They're not even real people. So why would it matter if we help them? They're fake!
I
How
tell
do
the
we know
guy.
you're real?
I tell the
If it's
guy
Because
that
unlike
you want to be free.
those things in those towns, I have my own mindset. If you enter one of those towns and leave and come back again, they'll act like it's been the first time you've been there.
We
I also
are
know
asked-
bad memory.
we're
I just
just
asked the
trying
guy
to
something.
save our friend.
I try to ask the guy something, but
Accidentally.
everyone keeps cutting me off.
Well, I was getting cut off constantly too, so I'm having my time to talk now.
I'm only warning you. You're not ready. At least not ready for what seats you here.
So should we turn back and be more prepared?
Either stay and be stupid, or turn and hide with your tails tucked. But no, as long as you're here and so am I, this place isn't going to be your only problem. If you ever so slightly become a nuisance or a problem from me, I will
I
not
don't care.
hesitate to kill you.
I personally don't care.
I've killed people before who've gotten in my way.
We haven't really even gotten your way. We came here because we were running from the shadows who attacked us as soon as we entered.
The shadows? You stuck around until the shadows came?
Because we were wondering what that house was about.
I wouldn't recommend going there. I did once, and he pats his arm. Didn't turn out well.
How about this? If we can go there and prove to you that we are, in fact, capable of.
We don't need to prove to him.
We don't need to prove anything.
He's
to this
already
man.
he's already thinking that we're bad. We're not here to beat this. We're here to save someone who called us here. We're not trying to 100% this, but we're trying to help as much people as we can so we can get well stocked.
He's not trying to 100% this either. He's just had to restart multiple times in order to find a solution for this area. He's always been alone here. He's been on his own. He's seen people die here, and he's sometimes been responsible for it.
But the thing
I
is,
still take the log cabin.
I don't know why he is so against teamwork. If clearly he's seen us at least beat the things using teamwork.
Well, he didn't
And
want to
I'm
beat
still
the
trying to
thing, he
be
just called
friendly
it
towards
that
them.
guy.
Everyone else here hates him.
And he
but I'm still
finds
trying
you
to be friendly.
stupid for
I was
that.
gonna be
That's one of the
standing still.
specific reasons
know,
why
I
he's pissed off
know.
at you.
I know he thinks I'm stupid. He could kill us all probably. But if he's stuck in here and he wants to come out, a little bit of cooperation could help. If that's the only way, if that is what he hasn't tried yet.
That might be something you'd have to make clear to him. Anywho, he is going to just start walking. Well, actually, Split, you wanted to say something to him?
I wanted to tell them, why the fuck did you show yourself now, of all times?
To prove a point. I've been following you for half a day now. The fact you couldn't see me or notice me, that's a problem.
Would I be able to hear him?
Nope. You couldn't. You fucked your perception.
And then I'm like,
There's probably
Why
too much.
why
rest
the
of us
fuck
making
would
too
you
much noise.
not show yourself now when you've been specifically watching us?
I may not care if you die, and I might not falter to kill you, but I know one thing. I'm not gonna let those shadows kill you.
I think he wants dibs on our stuff.
And I don't care
I'm
if
gonna
you
clutch
are
my
an enemy or a
I'm,
My bag
friend.
of holding, woman
and then I
clutching
ask him
purse.
one last question.
I'd rather you have
I wanna
gotten
ask
to
you
the
one last
town
question.
or decided to diverge a path away from it.
I
But
asked him one last
nevertheless-
question.
Oh my god.
I was watching to make sure you didn't join that bone pit you so sheepishly crossed.
Not that. I mean, what's this cube?
Fuck if I know.
Because it whispered to me for some odd reason.
I'm so glad you picked up the
I don't know
demon
why the
cube.
fuck it
Doesn't
whispered.
know
Oh,
anything about
great. A cube whispered to you. Do you know how fucked that sounds? Am I the only
Hey.
one here that thinks that's a little bit crazy?
No, actually. This is the first time I heard
A
about that.
cube whispered to you, and you're saying it nonchalantly. That
I-
could have been a death curse.
I know. I don't care.
I'd advise
Well, you should.
to the cube anymore.
To be,
Just-
to
I
be
just
honest,
advise
I
against
have
it.
to
I'm
agree
gonna-
with this man right here.
I'm going to do something.
What are you
I'm
gonna do?
going to talk to my or talk at my spear, and say,
Ah,
I think it's time to poke something. And if you
I
recall,
Will
the
anything
magic
else happen?
property of the spear, I haven't actually activated it, so Jimmy
Yeah.
doesn't even know its property yet.
Yeah.
I am gonna do this.
What are you gonna do?
Are we in the town? Right?
Are you saying this to him, or are you just
No, I'm
enacting
talking.
it?
I'm talking to you.
Okay.
Are we in the town?
You are in the town.
What is this town about?
Yeah, it just looks like a normal town.
Why is he saying if we go in this town we're gonna die? How are we gonna die if we go in this town? I'm now to him.
Maybe it starts a timed event.
It's not that you're gonna die being in this town. It's that you're not gonna get anywhere.
Is it?
So
Wait a minute.
first thing I'll do.
Every
I'll-
night the shadows get closer. On the 7th night they storm the town and kill everyone. The only survivor will be the mayor. And he's going to plant graves. With the ashes of the town, he will just stand there, moving bodies, digging dirt. Every time I've come back here, 7 days, a clash, graves. Over and over. And I keep getting that same fucking message. Section failed.
Then how about
Return
this?
later.
What if you
maybe-
kill the mayor?
No,
You don't think I've thought about that?
no. How about this?
That would make it different.
Let's. If we both need to complete this, then why not let's work together with this?
He squints at you. Saying let's work together by its own is not going to persuade him. What else are you going to say to him?
I'm gonna explain to him what happened when the shadows surrounded me, and then what. Yeah. So basically, what happened was, I was out there. They saved all of them. I was last one. I got surrounded, and then my possessor came out, and they all just disappeared.
7. He's looking at you. He's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's your 7th friend? I see you've gotten rid of the drow, but where's the 7th?
Drow.
What 7?
Which friend?
I see.
Oh.
I see the Kenku who stole my shit. The robot. You, rabbit.
Oh,
The Tabaxi.
you mean N?
That. Whatever
You mean
that
S,
Oh,
right?
is.
oh,
The lizard. You have a new person with you. 2 new people. Where's the drow? And where's the tiefling?
They.
Melna. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know who Melna is, and I don't
They-
We
care.
Melna
invaded a
is my
church.
goddess.
Okay.
Let's just say they did a deal and they accepted it,
Where's
and now
where?
they're back home.
So the Drow is gone.
Technically, yes.
Pretty much.
We don't know. we don't know
Astrorel is
until
still
gets
around,
back.
but she's just wandering right now.
Can I not summon her since
Yep.
I can?
Well, you can call her and she'll just kind of pop up. And when you're talking about her, she's like, "You talked about me?" And you see
Oh.
as you see as she appears out of thin air. There's
We all scream.
the
"Ah!"
there's the elf.
Fuck.
So you're missing the Drow. He's gone. But where's the tiefling?
Tiefling. More specific on that?
Yeah.
Where's your tiefling companion?
We had a tiefling.
Isn't that
companion.
OO?
No, Owo is not a tiefling.
He's a human,
Oh.
or half.
Oh.
Are you saying
We
you
have
forgot them?
the bard. We have the other bard, I guess.
Yes,
Joe?
I know what each role you fit. Where's the cleric?
No, I'm talking to you, Hijack. I'm trying to figure out who you're talking about.
He's asking
You don't know
where's
who
the
he's
cleric.
talking about.
Yeah, I think I know what's going on. And Giblet is not wise, but he is intelligent, and so, being intelligent, he might be able to figure out what's kind of going on. So he's going to ask a question. Are you saying that we have another compatriot that none of us recall?
It seems that way, but that can also be something because you entered the forest. People who die in the forest you don't seem to remember. The fungus can restore memories, but they don't seem to like to restore the memories of those who die in the forest.
Everyone check your stuff, see if you have anything that might indicate we had this tiefling in our group. If we do, if we can find any evidence, then we can trust that he's not lying to us. With all the shenanigans that has been going on, I want some certainty. So I'm going to start checking through my stuff to see if I have any
I just did.
mementos or anything.
Instead of doing that,
So hijack.
He's
would any
like
of
he's
us
like
have
looking at
mementos?
you, and it's like
and
you've been
instead
with
of
that. You've been with
instead of
that
that, I'm just
tiefling.
gonna-
He's like,
I
you've been with that tiefling since the Shadowed Forest. I'm surprised you don't remember them.
I just say, is that the person that gave me this ring? Holds it out, or no?
What ring?
The ring, a passage,
tiefling.
or question.
You mean a child?
No, a tiefling. A greenish tiefling, about yay high, male, flirtatious, wear cleric garb, and overall pretty flashy.
Venny?
Vinny is not that. No.
Okay, I'm gonna say out of character explain something. to
I'm saying.
Seth, so you get what's going on. He is explaining that our dungeon master has fabricated a character on the spot that supposedly has been in our party the whole time, but because
I
our
thought it was like
characters'
one off
memories
character
have been
that joined us, yeah.
because of our characters'
Like,
memories have supposedly been altered, that is why none of us know who it is. It's an out of character explanation. So in character, yes, we should be just as confused and going, are you talking about this person?
Yep.
Mm.
So yes.
I
that
actually thought it was like an
well.
actual real person in the party.
I
that
don't.
Thank
can't
you, Joe.
remember.
I'm just saying to the guy.
You
I
don't know who
wanna-
he's
I
talking
don't
about.
wanna-
And I'm not talking about. I haven't actually talked about in game. I've been talking
Also,
about like
hijack, I love this.
myself.
Good job.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I asked the guy
I love these plot
if
devices.
I can like
You-
you know
If you can get what?
what is if I can go
Oh my god, it's so
around
hot.
town.
Your funeral. And he leaves.
I just walk
Oh
around.
God.
Giblet,
Uh,
you're searching in your inventory.
Mm-hmm. To see if there's
Um,
anything that would remind me of this person. Maybe a momentum I took if they died, or anything it would
I'm just walking around.
you find a
what I have.
pair of speedos and a health potion.
Ooh, a health potion.
The speedos have lipstick on them. You're not sure why.
I'm looking through my inventory for anything to.
By the way,
about
what's
this
what's
thing.
the
You two also
I'm just
have
walking
a
around.
you have a very tiny doll-sized
a doll-sized
potion.
doll?
a doll-sized health potion. You have an empty bottle that used to be filled with a health potion, and you find a note.
I'm gonna.
I read the note.
It's in thieves' cant. You can't quite understand it.
I'm gonna pull out those speedos and say, "Son, are these yours?"
Uh,
I don't remember.
They are
owning these.
pitch black latex speedos. You've never seen them.
I want to talk to what's your name again? The one with N.
Zero?
Important note: Hi, Jack.
Astrel?
Do the speedos have a hole for a tail?
I'm just gonna call it the Daedric lady because that's basically what
He
she
does have a
is.
hole, but it's a sexy time hole. It could fit a hole. It could fit a tail, but it's styled like a heart.
Okay, I was just thinking about a tiefling has a tail and it wouldn't comfortably wear a normal speedo.
No.
So
I'm
I was
gonna.
yeah.
I want to talk to her though.
Yeah, you see Estoril, and she's like, "What's up?"
What happened to you after N disappeared?
I've been searching like you guys. I'm not really party dependent because, I can do things.
Yeah, but you're trapped in here with us, so it'll be best for
Am I
maybe
trapped in here with you, or are you trapped in here with me? Whoa.
I'm just wandering around.
I'll just say both.
Well, but both sounds relevant.
Let's put it
yeah.
like this. You guys, N disappeared. You guys traveled off towards the forest, and I said I would meet you guys in Beauregard, as I wasn't going anywhere near that fucking forest. You guys entered that forest, and I went around.
Did we actually talk to you? It seemed like you just vanished after.
You
And
do
left.
you do remember that conversation. You do remember this conversation.
Oh,
Hi, Jeff.
well,
Because you do remember you do have your memory back of entering the forest. You guys were walking up. Esther was like, "You know what? Nah, I'm good." And you're like, "Where are you going?" "I'm going around, but we have to go. That's a lot." "Yep, nope, I'm good." "But wait, I'm good." "Asterol, no, bye." And she's like,
Hi,
"I'll
Jeff.
catch up later."
well,
You know
now we're
what?
here.
Actually,
I'm just wandering off.
you're smart to do that.
Split perception.
Is she back in our party now?
She can be. She's not really useful.
She is basically
7
a
plus
Daedric
7?
Prince of Madness.
Split.
She
You
summoned
are
food.
walking as you hear a "Hello there, friend!" as this arm is put around you, and you see this man who has this under handlebar beard that is multicolored and rainbowed along with his hair. He's like, "Man, welcome to Continuitary."
What?
"I said welcome to Continuitary, my town. What brings you here? It's so good to see new people, fresh faces, you know."
Are you the mayor?
Wait, he has rainbow beard. Never trust rainbows.
I'm gonna do this. As everyone's getting introduced, I'm gonna start looking around the town to see how we can fortify it.
Sure. Make a perception.
Please give me something higher. Oh, thank you.
Metro 20.
You actually enter two places, and you enter the barracks, and you're talking to the guy like, you think we could get spears made to protect the town? It's like, protect the town from what? Another guy came in earlier talking about making road spikes, but
Road spikes will work.
I tell him that in 7 days, a horde of shadow people, creatures, are going to invade the town, killing everyone.
I'm just wandering around.
Don't
you
ask
sound
me, I
as
know.
crazy as the last guy.
But it's true because we came to this town and we got swarmed. We almost didn't make it. We need to defend this
Roll
town. 'cause
persuasion.
Ooga booga.
That's for
Ooga booga will not apply here.
God dang it. 5.
As he looks at you, it's like, ha ha ha! I didn't know we had jesters in town.
I'm
I'm
A
just walking
shipment
around.
like that would cost a lot in this area.
I want to find the mayor so I can
Cost
ask
a lot
him
of what?
questions.
Cost a lot of what?
Why, gold, of course.
Gold.
That
why
will
do you need
run you
gold?
if you want to surround the town like that other guy. You would have to probably run yourself about, what, 1,000,000 gold?
For what? Supplies like wood? To then
Well,
make the
I don't
spears
have
out of?
wood here. If you wanted wood, you would have to head down to the lumber yard. That's where the other jester has gone.
Hi Jack.
Yep.
I'm gonna go off to find Split and explain to him what was told to me.
As soon as you see
was the-
Split, you see this guy is like, "Hello there, new guy," and he just kind of picks you up into a hug.
I'm
By the way,
going.
what's the second place
wandering
I went
off.
to?
And he's trying to pick you up. He's like, "Oh, you're heavy. Oh,
I want
oh,
to ask
my
the
bad.
mayor
Okay,
an
can't lift him.
important question.
Whoo, you're small."
I just wander off.
Is the mustache man the mayor?
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask him a question.
Ah, hello there. You too are new here, are you not?
Yes.
I'm so glad to have compatriots. In 3 days, we're actually having a festival.
I want to ask you a question.
Of course, my fellow
How
compatriot.
quickly- How quickly could this town evacuate if a forest fire started?
Forest fire? Well, we're
Yeah.
nowhere near a forest, so I
Or if
suppose
the
we
town
wouldn't
burned
evacuate at
down.
all.
Or if the town started burning down, how quickly could everyone get evacuated?
Well, we wouldn't really have to care about the town burning down, as we have a very strong fire force and pyromancers that are very good at controlling fire.
But what if I killed them?
Then we would require to kick you out of our town for multiple degrees of
meanwhile
murder.
thing going. 'Cause I saw- you said I went.
Hypothetically, what if I killed them on accident?
I would wonder how you killed someone on accident and then you would probably be arrested.
but who cares what would happen to me? What would how could the town evacuate if it was on fire?
I mean, if the town was on fire, I suppose if it came to all shit, we could evacuate, but working together, we
I
are a
have something to
great
ask.
community.
Okay, thank you.
I
That's all I
asked the
wanted
man,
to
I
know.
asked the bearded guy this. I pull
Um,
out the
hold
cube-
on there,
I pull
buddy.
out the cube. I pull out the cube for him to see.
Yes,
Do you know what this is?
not a clue.
Oh my god.
I'm
Okay,
sorry, I'm a little bit
second,
busy there.
continue.
Hold on there, little lizard buddy. Don't go starting fires. We don't need arson. If you have a need for fire, we have the Festival of the Moon and the Sun Spirit in 3 days. We're currently building a large burning man. If you wanted to see something on fire, well, that will be at the festival day.
But what if the festival causes a town to catch on fire? That sounds
Don't
like a very
worry.
unsafe activity.
Don't worry, we've done this many times.
Hey Jack.
Yeah.
What was the second building I went to?
The lumberyard? You're gonna go to the lumberyard?
Yeah, but you said I went to 2 already. The barracks and then something else.
You went to the barracks. You first went to the barracks. And he said that the other person The other jester had already gone off to the lumber yard.
So I guess I'll go meet him there.
Okay, you go to the lumber yard and you see a robed figure with a snake with a peacock feather mane, just talking to him, and he's like, "Well, and you hear, well, we're spending most of our logs in order to build that Burning Man in 3 days. Yes, I know you're building a fucking Burning Man in 3 days. But what I'm saying is, you need
gonna
to
be-
construct some sort of defense around this place. I say this so many times. I've never seen you here in my life! Oh, yeah, I know. You've never seen me here in my life. And both of them at the same time. I don't know who you are. I swear, if I see your face around here sometime, I swear I'm going to call the mayor and he's going to have a word with you. Are you copying me? How are you doing this? Stop! Hey, gods!
Show up. I quickly show up, saying,
As soon as you show up, he, at the same time, he sees him make a gesture as he turns and looks at you. At both of them, who goes there? And he looks at you and squints his eyes, and it's like, do you now see what I mean?
"Yeah, I can see what you mean.
I'm
If
gonna-
you, we can possibly help each other with this.
I want to tell Wes my plan in character
We,
soon after this conversation.
if these people can't help, we can actually help. Because I'm starting to see what you mean by, I guess game board mechanics.
You think
How they're not.
one of the things you are probably thinking right now is that you can make trips back and forth from the forest, aren't you? Bringing lumber and other things in order to make walls, right?
That was my plan, but
Well, in order to make a wall, even at your speed from what I've seen, and he does some math, and he's like, if you're moving at your fastest speed while avoiding the shadows, if you don't get caught in the horde of shadows, then you'll probably only get enough logs to cover at least a quarter of the town.
what about stone?
I've tried. I've mined troughs around this city.
Have you tried-
I've dug a moat around this place, and those shadows just seem to get across.
Yeah, I shot arrows, my bomb arrows at it, and they just poofed across. So you might,
Bomb arrows?
yeah.
Why would you
You
put
might-
bombs on arrows?
It's my quiver enchantment, but don't worry about that. Have you tried anything with light? Because maybe shadows against light might.
Wait, no. The wall of flame I made, remember?
That was just
I
fire.
forgot.
Fire,
Sunny's
fire
on your
is
head.
light. Fire does emit light.
The light,
However, that
yes,
made
they do
them
not
more
like
angry.
light, and I have surrounded this place in light once, but the shadows overpower the light eventually. They make a cocoon over the town that renders most magic, specifically ones that make a glowing light, unusable.
Why not?
And as
Why
he's
not we-
saying that, you watch as the entire room around you just turns white. It's bright and everything. Your eyes are slightly burning, but they adjust. And you see the shopkeep is unchanged, and he's unacting, as this is not something he is exactly coded to have a response to.
It's weird because it felt
Yes,
like all the
it's
people at the
weird.
beginning-
You're in a fucking game board. Can it get weirder?
It felt like the people at the beginning were real though, and this one just seems just out of place now.
Well, this one's blind.
Mm.
Mm.
And he's like, I hear you talking about me over there.
Shut up!
Who goes there?
What? Okay. Can you tell me what you have done?
I've dug a moat, tried to kill the horde. I burnt down the city once to have the town evacuate, but the thing is, whenever they evacuate, they are only going to be caught by the Shadow Horde. I have tried to lead them across the bridge, but it seems the mayor doesn't want people going near it. And even when I convince people without the mayor around to cross the bridge, it's only enough time for around a quarter of the city to get across, and the mayor, it seems the mayor is always left in the city, no matter what happens. I don't know why, no matter what I try, but he never leaves. But
Do you think?
I feel I've killed him. I've killed the mayor a multitude of times, and as soon as I kill him, I get failed. This place fails me. He never leaves, and I can't get rid of him. If the mayor dies, you fail.
What happens if the city dies, but you get him out?
Well, even if the city dies, he has this strange going down with the ship thing about him. If his city burns, he'll burn with it.
Have you tried, like,
Forcefully move him?
yeah?
I've tried, but the dude's not as weak as he looks.
So the main objective, it seems, is to get everyone, every single person out of here.
Lift up the mic.
Well, I suppose the objectives are to get rid of the Shadow Horde and move. Think of this as an escort mission, but the thing you're escorting is a complete town of people. You've got to escort them across a bridge to safety, of which, if any of them fall off the bridge and die, your score is diminished. For every person you lose is a negation to your overall score. And if you score below 1,000, you fail.
Hmm. How much have been your score? Your highest score?
123. I got the whole town across, except the mayor. If the place burns down, you lose points. And if the mayor dies, it's an automatic fail. You would lose automatically 1,000 points. And I did.
Okay.
Do you know how to maybe defeat the shadows though? Because if we
You chop them off at the ankles, then they're all defeated.
No, I have not seen a way to defeat the shadows. For every shadow you slay... Do you know what a Hydra is, Bunny?
yes,
For every shadow you slay, 2 more show up. They
So-
split and multiply, and grow and hunger. They are pissed off at something or someone, and they always end up being drawn to the mayor. I don't know why, but I feel like they have some sort of priority in their, well, choice of target, where... Think about it like this. If I were to give us all a score from 1 to 10 on how we were to be, well, targeted, think of it as levels of aggravation. Townsfolk, crop, and animals have an aggravation level of 1. Townsfolk, 2. The buildings have an aggravation level of 3. On the 5th day, the buildings and walls, the Burning Man statue, if it's still around, has an aggravation level of 4. We have an aggravation level of 5. On the 7th night, everything has an aggravation level of 10, and on any given day, the mayor has an aggravation level of 7. But on the 7th night, he is aggravation level 10, but a priority target.
I'm just
Save the
just-
town, save the
I'm
people.
just wandering
save
the
the
town,
mayor.
though.
You can't defeat them because they come back.
The only thing that's weird, every time I come back, some small thing changes. Last time I was here, this man wasn't blind. He was missing his left arm.
Hmm.
Randomly generated?
Maybe.
All right. Can I talk to West about my plan
Sure.
alone? And we're not
We're gonna
here with
burn down the town.
No, actually, it's more sophisticated and overly complicated than that. Okay,
BRB.
Tin Can. I have a plan.
Fire.
I'm thinking when they have this festival in 3 days, I take this bag and I show my bag of holding, and it's like, and I take my tent, which is also very smelly. You can't smell it, which is why I'm asking for your help. I need you to throw all of these onto the burning fire. It'll make the entire town stink so bad it'll force them to evacuate, and I will try to direct them towards the bridge to escape. And then I want you to burn the bridge down after we get across.
We need the houses though. Like at a
Well, you see, I'm not burning the town down. I'm just burning down the bridge.
but they will
That's right.
attack the town.
I don't care. I don't know that.
They probably wouldn't attack the town because it'd be there for them to attack.
You barely even know about the bridge.
Yeah, I barely know about the bridge.
Breaking the rule.
I mean, you can obviously see the bridge. There is a giant cavern and ravine that just goes down. And then there's just this one long bridge that goes across.
But that's my plan for evacuating the town. Is essentially get everyone out with all my bad smells that I can make. That's gonna linger in the town for days, and then also burning the bridge down so they can't get back.
So, hi Jack.
Yep.
I'm gonna take Joe with me and go find Split.
'Kay.
And then I'm gonna write down what shit was it Zephinari? Is that what I named him? I don't know. My possessor. I'm gonna give him a note that has written down what I was told. Hand that to Split, and tell him that he needs to read that in private and make sure. And I'm also gonna give one to Giblet, and tell them
Okay.
that they have to read it in private and make sure that no one can see it, as it is sensitive information. And
You can feel free to DM that note to them.
Hi Jack, real quick.
Yep.
I'm still talking to the guy.
Yep.
How about, well, have you tried encasing the whole entire town in darkness?
The shadows.
Yeah, but
They thrive in darkness.
if everyone's inside and quiet, maybe?
That just sounds like an easy way to die.
The shadows cannot be stopped by barriers or walls. They cannot be stopped by magic, for they nullify it. And if magic has something to do with darkness, like the spell Darkness, I've cast Darkness once, and 3 shadows got caught in my darkness. I thought if I cast this on them and they went into it, the shadows, they'll be sucked into the milky blackness, and when my spell is gone, they'll be gone, right? No. When my spell dispersed, they used the power of this pitch blackness and combined into a behemoth.
Hang on. Do you hear
They
the
get
dogs barking in the background?
Bigger.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
Don't worry about it, though.
Dang. So that's not gonna work. Hmm.
I've been dealing with that mayor so long that I don't even deal with him anymore. I've stopped looking into him. I've
Have
found
you-
everything to do with him.
Everything to do with him.
Everything. He's just a mayor.
Seems hard. Okay.
Um,
Uh,
Mm.
maybe. Hmm.
Can I lead my like me, Split, and Joe to go find them two so I can give them a note of what I was told?
I'm gonna think about this. Give me a second.
You don't know where you would roll perception or investigation.
I think this would be an investigation, so there's that. 15 plus 3.
What? So how did you get everyone across except for the mayor? We could do that strategy again, but
I
maybe
burnt-
with us here, it might go better.
I burnt down the town and killed the pyromancers.
Hmm. Okay.
Sounds familiar.
Great minds.
I pushed the it seems the only fire they weren't able to snuff out was the magical fire that they used to light the Burning Man. So I just had so happenly a long, strong gust of wind just I messed with the blueprints. I had them set it up a few, like 50 feet closer to the town than it was supposed to be. And I had a strong wind just push it into the town. They are so strict with the blueprints that I couldn't just make the blueprint right here and give it to him. I had to wait for him to send the blueprint out to the builders out far. And now the builders, the people that make the blueprint, are very smart and very to the number. But the builders just follow what they're supposed to do. Give them some whiskey and they'll be your friend. And you can get a sure shot at the blueprint, and once you get them drunk and change out the blueprint, they'll just stand there and realize, oh, and he mimics them. Oh shit, we're a few paces too far away. Does it matter? I mean, we're gonna get yelled at if we do it wrong. And it's the fucking stupidest shit.
Maybe this can work with us here.
And with that whole RNG thing you were talking about, everything here on occasion changes every time I come back, or on occasion things feel different. But the only thing that doesn't change is that mayor.
He's part of the reason why he has to be like the main quest. And if you're doing all that, you didn't get time to maybe convince him to leave. So maybe with us here, you do that, and we can try to convince him to leave.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Oh. Amazing.
He looks at you in your eyes and squints at you, and he sighs and he says, I've been here for so bloody long. You know what? Fine. One chance. I will give your group one chance. I'll work with you. But know once this place is over, I'm not afraid to feed you to the wolves.
Understandable.
But
Did I find the
okay.
lead?
One sec. He sighs and, one second. Puts out a hand to you.
I hesitate because I feel like it's gonna stab me.
And he looks at you and he says, my name is Tassavir. I'm the fourth person to ever be stuck in this game board.
With my glove on, I shake his hand. I tell him that my name is Scal, but like my official name is Axel Grizzletooth.
I'm just going to call you Rabbit. We're not on a
You-
first name basis. I may be working with you, and I'll let you know my name. But until we're on a basis, I'm only going to call you Rabbit.
Okay.
I don't care about
Uh,
your name. Just due to the fact that if you die, I don't want to mourn someone. It humanizes you.
But isn't that a good thing in some cases? Shows that you are at least human.
What were you saying?
Did my voice going all robot?
You were saying something.
Hmm. I actually don't remember what I said. I was just talking because in the moment
Okay.
that threw me off, and I forgot what I said.
You see Tin Can enter the shop, and Tin Can, you watch as this one armed dwarven fellow waves at you, and he's like, "Ah, welcome."
Hello there. And as I wave at him, I'm just gonna go up to both Scout and Sun with the same note. So I'll just
He just watches you. The keeper behind the teller just watches you.
I'll
You're gonna hand
keep
them the note.
until you're in private.
Very well. You see the robed man.
I
I
don't pay him any attention.
can I try to get everyone to like have like a party meeting?
Huddle.
The tavern. I'll see you there in 20 minutes.
All right.
Ah!
Oh, I forgot someone was on my head.
So you guys soon gather at the tavern, and you've passed your note on to everyone, so you can DM it to them if you want.
I did.
You did? Okay. Son, the note
Mhm.
Tin Can gave you surprisingly resembles a different note you have.
Huh.
And can everyone roll perception as you're on your way to the tavern?
1. I ran so fast I couldn't see what I was.
19 plus
I rolled a 1. I was going so fast I couldn't see.
19 plus 6, so that's
I ran so fast I didn't see, but Sun saw everything from my head.
got a 19.
As Scout is
25.
zooming, Son, you hear the soft giggle of a female child, just a small girl, as you see this, peering around a building, watching you, is this small girl. She is black and white, and her eyes are hollow. Now she watches you, and you hear a giggle as she turns into the alleyway. And she's out of sight.
Zoom.
You move so fast, you get vertigo.
Me?
Yes. And
I ran so fast I give myself a headache.
yes.
Oh my god, that would be the
You-
worst.
You all reach the tavern, and you hear a "come here" from one of the booths. All three of the booths are empty.
Can't see you.
Center booth. You gonna go sit in the center booth?
I'll stand near it because I don't know which where he's sitting at.
Just God damn it, come in here. And you watch as a hand appears out of nowhere and pulls you in. You guys watch as
Blah.
Scout disappears.
I'm still on top of Scout's head.
What
Yep.
kind of? I asked him what kind of level are you? If
don't
this is a
know what
game,
you
you have
mean.
like a. If this is a game, you gotta have some kind of level, right?
It's a game board. You don't have levels in a game board. It's like snakes and ladders.
Feels more like an adventure game though, like an RPG.
What type of
The
meta
fuck
shit
you
was
talking
that?
about? The fuck are you talking about, Scout?
I look at the camera like an RPG.
Oh, fuck you talking
As you guys have been pulled through an illusionary wall into the actual booth.
What
And he's gonna
actual
have
level is he?
can't tell you that. He's gonna have each one of you join him in, and you are all in the booth. And he's just gonna sit there. Okay, you said you wanted a meeting. I got you a meeting.
Okay. So, is split back? No.
No.
Well, someone's probably gonna have to tell him after if he doesn't show up. There's, oh my god, how do I say this? I've been thinking, and I've been talking with him. We need to save this town as best we can from the Shadow Horde. If we don't, we're gonna be literally stuck here forever trying to fix this. So, I have an idea to like maybe give us the best situation for this. If everything fails, he's gonna do what he did before to get to the closest game, winning.
Burning down the
Me and
town.
some,
That
burning
was the
down the
closest I
town.
got to getting everyone across. The most amount of points I got was when I tried to fight the Horde, and I'm not doing that again.
Whatever gave you the most amount of points to succeed is what we're gonna do. We're not. If anything, we're just trying to get the most points. If everyone
Whoa.
dies, if some people die, then
The
I guess
only
too bad.
you think you start off with 1,000 points here.
You start off.
You start off with 1,000 points, but whenever it's like it's saving data. Only after the 7th day does it actually tally all your points.
How do you get points? For building stuff and all that?
You get points by saving people and saving buildings. I saved 126 people. That is everyone in this town, but the mayor. I saved
So-
the buildings, because I lured the mayor out somewhere. And they killed the mayor, and I lose 1,000 points and failed.
Do you know the landscape of this place?
I don't usually venture out further than the site of the Burning Man.
It could be stuff out there that could
Yeah,
probably.
there is. Shadows.
Well, I mean, there's stuff out there that could possibly help supply the town.
When you leave further than a kilometer away from the Burning Man, if you leave a sphere that is about 2 kilometers big around this place, it counts you as leaving an event. Think about it.
So we can't even leave to see if there's stuff out there.
I've tried. You
Okay.
exit more than a kilometer out of here. You enter the free range territory. You enter free roam.
Question
I
for
got-
you. Have you ever tried fighting the shadow monster thingies before the 7th day?
Once. It
Did they
wasn't.
attack back?
Well, I didn't let them get close enough to attack me. Never did. It's not good to let anything near you in this world. Specifically things like that, if it's anything like the ones in Melfinia. He coughs up a bit of blood. If it's anything like the ones in Melfinia. Man, I'd rather not my life force drained.
When we were just arriving at this town here, as I said before, we were being chased by them and everyone escaped but me, and I was completely surrounded. And the possessor of me came out and they all just poofed into the ground.
Possessor?
What the fuck you talking about, Tinkan?
Poof.
I mean, it makes sense. He is just a machine. Machines can't come alive like that.
I mean, machine. Exactly that, you're a machine. What life force would there be for them to take from you?
Due to big poofy and changey from me having control to other dude having control.
Basically,
He didn't take control of you. You just know that he was watching. He didn't do anything. The other shadows couldn't even see him. You just sensed he was there.
so what you're telling me, Wes, is that you are immune to it, and you can actually destroy them.
I can just use my paladin abilities to go bippity boppity.
But from what I heard, you can't actually attack them because they will then multiply.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I saw when you got surrounded, that you made them actually disappear.
Well, like the Hydra, you can kill the Hydra.
I'll
You
be
just have
honest,
to
we
not
are
go for the head.
currently on day 0 of the cycle. The shadows don't show up on day 0, not unless you stay around too long out there. They're like a border. As soon as you passed where those shadows were standing is when you entered the event range. And if you pass them, well, you leave it. But I've never seen them show up. Well, once. The only shadows that ever show up on day 0 is the Elder House. And he points out a window, and you can see the house on the hill.
I scribbled down a note and handed it to him, and it's the thing that I was told.
What is this?
I was informed that we should not do this. We must not let XYZ know that just in case he catches on to our scheme.
You think the... He looks around and he's like... He leans and he's like, you think the mayor has something to do with the shadows?
I mean, I'm not saying that, but I haven't said that I'm not saying that.
I will say, this is similar to another note I've been given.
A note? You've been given notes by what?
I do not know. I just remember.
I got a map here.
I just remember this strange little girl, black and white. And that's way back in that first town.
In the first town, you say?
I remember this little girl, I followed her. And ran across this strange man with a rainbow beard. Got stabbed. Then woke up in an alley.
I have never seen a gray child. What events did you activate in order to see a gray child?
This is when you were drunk, wasn't it? In the first town with the dire wolf.
Well,
No,
he would
no,
have
this was
seen that. Well, that
this-
was before.
that was before. And
You guys did
I
do
saw-
one thing he didn't.
No, that was when everyone got drunk, split and
all I know
stage.
is that everybody,
Mm.
all of these people, all of my companions left. However, I stayed in the tavern.
Right. I've done those same things. What? Sorry. What did you say? I was watching the house.
Real Housewives?
What? Yes, Real Housewives. What lines of events occurred for you to see the child?
Well, we were in that tavern.
The tavern.
These lot left, and I was alone. And
You were drunk.
I was not drunk. No, that was before. This is before I drink.
No, this is the first town with the whole decaying people and all that, right?
Yeah.
This is
Those
in the
two
decaying
drunk-
town.
Split.
I know
Split.
Split was drunk, and
In the town
Still was-
itself, there's no course of action that should lead you to seeing a
Oh, this is
child getting
after we
drunk.
defeated.
Getting drunk in the tavern or anything. I've been there so many times. I practically live in the Shadowed Forest. There's no amount of events I've done here. So I don't know why I haven't seen a shadow child. I've gone every time and
thing
I've
is-
killed the beast and I've returned. No shadow child.
the thing is, I just saw her, or maybe another child, earlier.
She's here?
She went through the alleyway. I don't know which alleyway because this motherfucker's so fucking fast.
I will say this for you all at least. This would be the third time, son, you've seen this man.
Alright, go on.
You've seen him now, you've seen him in that dream, and you've seen him once before the dream.
Okay, split recap.
Under bizarre circumstances.
Quick recap. Scout talked with the weird shady dude. They teamed up. I gave you a note. I deemed it to you. I told you that's what I was told when the shadows surrounded me, and now we're currently in a bar talking with the one dude, and yes.
Okay.
But from your story, is that just the rainbow beard guy? Seems.
I mean, he's harmless.
But he could have a dark secret. I mean, he's too overly friendly if you think about it.
That's exactly what I thought, but if there's some sort of shadow child...
Let me try to remember
I
that.
think this. Do you think this is
strange-
Where's your
think this is a-
where's your card? Where's your clan card?
Who's he
Each
talking
one of
to?
you,
Me
each
or-
one of you, when you go to a certain town, when you go to one of the three major kingdoms, you'll be brought to a clan barracks, and they'll have you
Yes.
made a party card to
Oh.
designate you to a party.
Yes, we have that.
Yeah, we have this.
He looks at it, and you see him pull out his, and it's him, but he doesn't have a party name, but you see him bite his finger, and he takes some of the blood from one of the daggers he stabbed you earlier with and mixes it with his, and he just kind of across the card. As you watch the black letters, the Snow Descendants appear on his card under party.
Woo!
Hmm.
New party friend. Woo!
Don't push your luck.
No, I wasn't saying that. I would not be that excited.
He is partying up with you so that when So if you guys complete the area, he also completes the area.
You know, this is ironic because at the first I actually wanted him in our party in the first town. But he was so mean that it's like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. And now it happened.
In the first town, I will say in the first town, there is some... I'm not sure if any of you remember it, but I'll just say this much. He activated the encounter.
What, the plant people encounter?
Nope.
the shadow dire wolf.
Something to do with the Shadow Direwolf area. There's something you did in the Shadow Direwolf area that caused you to see the ghost child.
He got attacked. He got hit.
Not that. Something before the fight.
The stone chest with the tiny man that was swimming, sticking, chilling.
Wasn't a tiny man. Do you remember the description of that man?
Wait. That man had a rainbow beard, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a man with a rainbow beard that
Soup.
barred down like an anchor.
Hold the phone. Zoom.
Hold up. Wait, hold up.
You're breaking our
the cave of
brains
the
here.
shadow, have you ever opened any of the chests?
In the first town?
Yeah.
Well, there's the mimic chest that enhances your
Mm-hmm.
equipment.
Did you see the stone chest on the other side, the right side?
Stone chest?
The soup.
Okay.
Man in soup.
No, he doesn't. He wasn't there.
That
Okay,
explains
when,
it.
when, we,
I've-
when, we through the,
I've-
when we went through the cave,
Right.
it was a straight path.
correct.
You went left to go to the mimic chest. The right was a dead end. But like
Yes,
during
there
the
was-
around the rubble, there was a stone that looked like a chest, and we opened it and we saw. I believe we saw.
And
the
you
same
didn't get
pair.
eaten by the mimic?
Wasn't the mimic a wooden chest?
Well, yes, there were two mimics. There was a friendly mimic, and then there was that mimic.
That
When
wasn't
we
a
all-
mimic for us.
Why
That
wasn't it
wasn't
a
a
mimic?
mimic.
It wasn't a mimic for us.
It's because you guys did a certain thing.
Mm.
I'm confused on what we did now.
You interacted with the wooden chest before the stone chest.
Actually, it was reversed.
No? You may not know it, but you did interact with the wooden one. Specifically, you split because the room you were trapped in is the room the wooden chest defaults back to. You
What?
weren't searching your room. If you did, the wooden chest would have been there. But it was there.
But
I feel
that
like
cave
I
is
feel like
also
you're
where he
making
met
I
Split.
feel like you're making enough stuff just to fit the story.
No,
This was not planned from the start. This.
you
Let's
don't know
just
that.
pretend that it was, even if it wasn't.
I'll be honest, I've been sitting on this for months. You
That's
didn't
the-
plan this. I'm here like, I've planned this for a month. Try me, bitch.
Turns out
Hijack,
that how that
hijack.
with the
That's
way beginning of the
that's
game
that's
is
the
actually
thought
the
of a
final
DM.
boss.
Oh.
That's the thought of a DM. That's what a thought of a DM should be. Like, bruh, just do what you need to do, but also be careful of your surroundings. That's the thought of a DM.
Your head just turned a 360 degrees, son. Disturbing. Okay,
Yes.
well, then, if you did something to there, that is one of the areas that you can only repeat every few days. Every day has every place has a cooldown on how many times you can do it. for a higher score and whatnot. But well,
Hmm.
Anyways, we
You-
saw
I
through the chat.
will. I will make preparations to get the people across the bridge. Because you're the only ones that activated this encounter, I'm going to leave it to you to investigate this girl.
What girl?
Yeah.
You don't know what the girl they're talking about.
What?
You don't know. Sun has been seeing this girl. A small child, black and white, with hollow black eyes. And Split, you heard her. With the familiar call as you were heading to the tavern of a small child's giggle. And he stands up and he looks at you and he says, I may not like people, but if this is the only standing chance I have, so be it.
Hmm.
And he leaves the tavern, and that's where we're going to end this session here.
Yeah, we made friends with him.
I'm really
Somewhat.
fucking surprised about that.
Acquaintances.
I'm really surprised that happened.
That's just because I let Scout do his thing.
I got
Yeah.
sticking 3 bronies in a row today. Well,
Look
not
at
in a
it
row,
this-
but I got 3.
I was
Think of it this
really,
way.
I'm happy it did work out because it speeds so much shit along.
Hijack, I want to think of it this way. Okay, Scout. You know why he's the leader of our party?
Silver
It's
tongue.
because no, not necessarily. It's just because somehow he has a way of getting people to follow him around. Look, that is what the party is people that he got
Following him.
kidnapped and then and got people to follow him around.
And
Yeah.
And so
I
essentially,
totally remember the original party that kidnapped him.
yep. But so essentially, Scout has just done what Scout has done since this party has formed.
Yeah, I like having people follow.
and
follow.
as always, we'll see you next time. And good night.